Hi everyone, in today's video I have a few different immigration updates to share with you. I have an update regarding USCIS revising the Form I-485 application for adjustment of status. I also have an update regarding USCIS extending the validity period for the medical examination report, the Form I-693. And I also have an update to share with you regarding a new policy from ICE regarding undocumented immigrants that are the victims of crimes. So we're going to go over all this information. We have a lot to go over, so make sure to stick around. Hi everyone, my name is Michael Ashoori and I'm a US immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. At my law firm, we work with clients from all 50 states and worldwide. And we regularly post videos to make sure that you're up to date with the latest immigration news and tips. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up so that YouTube knows to share this information with more people. So as I mentioned in today's video, we have a lot to go over. We have an update regarding USCIS revising the Form I-485. We have an update regarding USCIS extending the validity period for medical examinations. And we also have an update regarding a new policy from ICE for undocumented immigrants that are the victims of certain crimes. So let's get into it. As I mentioned, update number one is that USCIS is updating the Form I-485 application for an adjustment of status. An adjustment of status is when somebody applies for their green card from within the United States. Again, the form that's used to file an adjustment of status is a Form I-485. The update is that USCIS is revising this form to include additional questions regarding social security numbers. And the reason why USCIS is including these additional questions is to make the process more efficient for applicants that are applying for an adjustment of status to ultimately get their social security number. USCIS has published a news release regarding this update, so take a look at my screen and we'll go through it together. So we're currently on the USCIS website and we're on an article that's dated August 9th, 2021, and it's titled USCIS expands partnership with Social Security Administration. And it says here, USCIS announced today that applicants filing for lawful permanent resident status are now able to apply for a social security number or replacement card as part of the adjustment of status application process. Previously, these individuals had to apply for a social security number at a social security office. USCIS is revising Form I-485, application to register permanent residence or adjust status, to include the additional questions needed to apply for an SSN or a replacement card. This expansion of our partnership with the Social Security Administration illustrates our commitment to operating our nation's immigration system more efficiently to save applicants time, said USCIS Director M. Jadao. Eliminating unnecessary bureaucracy and optimizing collaboration across public serving agencies is a key priority for this agency and the Biden-Harris administration. And then it continues to say, after approving Form I-485, in most cases, USCIS will electronically transmit the data to the Social Security Administration. Upon receiving the data, the Social Security Administration will automatically assign an original SSN or issue a replacement card as appropriate. This partnership with the Social Security Administration will not increase the filing fee for Form I-485. So just to highlight the important takeaways from that article, the first important takeaway is that USCIS will be amending the Form I-485 to include additional questions regarding the Social Security number. And the second important takeaway is that the reason why USCIS is doing this is to make the process more efficient for applicants for an adjustment of status to either get their Social Security number or to get a replacement Social Security card. So let's move on to the second update of today's video, which is regarding an announcement that USCIS made that they will be temporarily extending the validity period of the Form I-693 Report of Medical Examination from 2 years to 4 years. Now let me explain what this means. When somebody applies for an adjustment of status, which is when they apply for their green card from within the United States, they have to get a medical examination done. And the purpose of the medical examination is to determine that the applicant for the adjustment of status doesn't have anything on their record, any medical issues on their record, which would make them inadmissible for an adjustment of status. So the person has to get a medical exam done and get this Form I-693. Well, prior to this announcement, the validity period of the Form I-693 was 2 years. The issue is that due to COVID, USCIS has experienced processing delays with the adjustment of status application. So many people's Form I-693 was no longer valid due to these processing delays. So as a result, USCIS has announced that they will be temporarily extending the validity period of the Form I-693 from 2 years to 4 years. USCIS has also published a news release about this, so take a look at my screen and we'll go through some of it together. So we're currently on the USCIS website and we're looking at a news release dated August 12, 2021, and it's titled USCIS Temporarily Extending Validity Period of Form I-693. And at the top it says here, beginning August 12th, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services is temporarily extending the validity period of Form I-693, Report of Medical Examination and Vaccination Record, from 2 years to now 4 years due to COVID-19 related delays in processing. And then it goes on to say, USCIS may consider a completed Form I-693 as valid if the civil surgeon's signature is dated no more than 60 days before the applicant filed Form I-485. Bullet point number 2, no more than 4 years have passed since the date of the civil surgeon's signature. And bullet point number 3, a decision on the applicant's Form I-485 is issued on or before September 30th, 2021. We are making this temporary change because COVID-19 has caused processing delays and affected applicants' ability to complete the required immigration medical examination. Previously, we considered a completed Form I-693 to retain its validity for 2 years after the date the civil surgeon signed, as long as the date of the civil surgeon's signature was no more than 60 days before the applicant filed for adjustment of status. So again, just to highlight the important takeaway from this news release, USCIS has announced that they will be extending the validity period of the Form I-693 temporarily to 4 years. And again, USCIS has acknowledged that due to COVID-19, they are experiencing processing delays of the adjustment of status application, and they are attempting to somewhat rectify some of the issues with these processing delays by extending the validity period of the report of medical examination. So let's move on to our third and final update of today's video, and it's regarding a new policy that has been announced by ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And the new policy is basically that ICE has directed its officers that in certain cases where there are undocumented immigrants that are the victims of certain crimes, ICE officers have been instructed not to detain or deport these individuals in certain circumstances. And the reason why ICE has enacted this policy is that ICE doesn't want there to be a situation where undocumented immigrants are fearful of reporting crimes that they suffered out of fear that they will suffer immigration consequences, such as being detained or deported. And the intent behind this policy is for undocumented immigrants to cooperate more with local law enforcement and to report crimes without fear of repercussions to their immigration status. So there you have it. In this video, we covered 3 separate immigration updates. We talked about how USCIS will be updating the Form I-485, Application for Adjustment of Status. We talked about how USCIS will be extending the validity period of the Report of Medical Examination. And we talked about the new policy from ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. I hope that you learned a lot from this video. If you know anybody that can benefit from this information, please feel free to share this video with them. We're all about empowering you with knowledge. So the more people that can watch this video that can benefit from this information, the better. Again, if you like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button so that YouTube knows to share this video with more people. As always, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.